How's it going, guys? Sam, I want to do spooky things. How bad is that, you know? Like, what am I gonna do for Halloween? Besides watching the FNAF movie. And even then, it's after November. There's nothing to do in November, you know? It's fall, almost winter. Like, what am I supposed to do? Yes, it'll be December. I forgot about November in between. I was like, oh, we're gonna go to Halloween. Emerald, fuck off. So I'm like, okay, so Halloween watching the movie, and then November there's nothing. So might as well do some shit in December. How hard is that? What's the problem with that, you know? Play FNAF? I won't. Only because I'm ass at the like point and click FNAFs, and Security Breach is dog shit and never lets me play the fucking game. So I'm not even. But scary shit's fun, Sam. Come on. Anyways, hello everybody. I'm not gonna be streaming for very long. I just really wanted to stream today. I was gonna do it before premiere, but I got caught up with a friend and I ended up staying, like, going out and being out for a little bit longer than expected. And then I got high, but we won't talk about that. And then we did premiere, and now I'm here, you know? Emerald, thank you for the 40 months. I appreciate it. And so I'm like, I want to stream. And you want to know what I want to stream? I want to stream Detective Pikachu Returns, because it came out yesterday, and I've been meaning to play it. So that's what we're doing. We are playing. October is nowhere close to ending. Why do you think about December? Because there's supposed to be a con happening nearby some of our online friends. So Sam and a bunch of other people. And we all want to go. And one of the things someone suggested that isn't the con is to go ghost hunting. And Sam and I think Jess and a couple other people, I think it's just Sam and Jess actually, that are completely against it. Emerald hasn't voiced his opinion. I want to do it. And a couple other people want to do it. And I'm not against it, you know? Now, why should we go ghost hunting in December? Who fucking knows? But we won't talk about it. So yeah, today we are playing Detective Pikachu Returns. Did I play the original one? No. Will I ever play the original one? Probably not. However, I did watch a playthrough of the original one about 3 years ago. So we'll see if any of that knowledge stuck and if it's needed or not. Okay? So I'm going to switch over. And I don't actually know what kind of music we're going to be having in this game, so I'm not going to have background music. But if the background music for the game is dog, I will what's it called? I will turn off the music and, you know, do the thing. Anyways, let me know if anything on the Elgato is too loud on the game audio, the moving around, whatever. If it's too loud, let me know. Is that a piece of glass in my hand? The fuck is there a piece of glass in my hand? So far so bad because there's no music yet, but we'll see. So yeah, let me know if there's any audio annoyances, and we'll see. We'll see. It's fine. Apply to following display. Yes. Which voice language would I like? I'll do English so I don't have to I don't have to read shit. I'll just so I can listen, you know? We're just gonna listen. Okay, this is not that loud. Okay, let's go to settings. Game settings. Background music. You can turn it down, I guess. No, it's fine. I'll turn it down on my end. Sound effects, voices, double playback speed. You can choose whether the in-game movies play at double speed. Off, I guess. Instant text auto advance off. Fast forward dialogue. You can choose to fast forward dialogue text off. Fast forwarding is disabled. Hold the ZR to fast forward at a readable speed. Okay, we'll do the fast forward in case we have to redo some sections. So what is it? ZR, which is that one. Okay. High speed movement. Nah. Correct selection indicator. You can choose to indicate correct selections during investigations and in the case notebook. Correct selections will not be indicated. I am here for hard mode. I guess. Apply these changes? Sure. Display language. Oh, you can change that? Usually you can't. And then... yeah, okay. Usually you can't change that, but whatever. Story jump mode. I'm guessing you can go above. Whatever. Alright. Let's get into this game. Let's do it. I should probably get a soda or something. I'm kind of thirsty. Whatever. So yeah, I've never played the first one, but I did watch a playthrough. Only one playthrough, and I don't even know if I finished it, to be honest. I think I know the ending.
And I'm
Hi,
what you
Pikachu.
might call a great detective.
Are you really?
With my bolts of brilliance, I've solved many mysteries.
Uh-huh.
My partner Harry and
Oh,
I
a movie?
ran into some trouble on a case.
Uh-oh.
Harry suddenly disappeared, and I'd lost all my memories.
Wait, is this like a recap of the original
After
game?
that, I was wandering the city when I ran into Tim.
I think it is.
He could understand what I was saying.
Oh, shit.
Our goals were one and the same. Find Detective Harry, because my missing partner just so happened to be Tim's dad. While we were searching for Harry, we uncovered a series of crimes involving R, a chemical that drove Pokemon berserk.
This is literally a recap. That's crazy. If you didn't know, Pikachu loves coffee.
Tim and I managed to solve the case and save Rhyme City. And yet... Harry was still missing.
Oh man, that's
Even
unlucky.
now, the two of us are still searching for him. Harry. Just where the heck did you go?
Language, Pikachu. This is a Christian Minecraft server. You don't say heck in my fucking server. Pidove.
And so, to promote an even stronger bond between the people and Pokemon of Rhyme City, I hereby proclaim
Pikachu,
this
get the
day
fuck
the
up.
start of Pokemon Friendship Week. To commemorate this event, we present this award to Tim Goodman.
Wake
and
up,
Pikachu,
brother.
who saved
Harry!
Oh. Beat Detective, known for his bolts of brilliance.
Oh, Pikachu, I'm sorry. I guess that's a sign I better wrap this speech up, eh?
He's wearing his iconic red hoodie.
You couldn't have picked a worse time to doze off.
Sorry.
Now then, due to the R incident of 2 years ago,
2 years?
some of our citizens began to doubt Rhyme City's motto, coexistence with Pokemon. So to those of you who were affected, I offer you my deepest sympathies.
Oh, Howard Myers.
What's that?
A Corviknight?
Corviknight. What about it? Slices through the sky on metal rings. Okay.
It's coming this way.
Oh, he's angry.
Follow me. Everyone, get inside right away.
Why are you so mad, brother?
What the heck is going on?
Could it be R?
R? Don't think so. Its behavior's different. It's all right. Just calm down.
Oh. He's gonna go kill some Tinkaton.
Lousy Corviknight. It just made off with my signature hat.
Oh, now he's a normal
My
Pikachu.
dad
Oh
gave me
no.
that hat.
Yeah, we gotta get it back.
He's just a normal Pikachu now.
Uh-huh.
You know how important that hat is to me, and Corviknight just flew off with it. What a mess. Let's go get it back, huh? What's that? A notebook. Pick it up. Hey, Tim, over here. Go to Pikachu. Move. And A to speak. Or examine, or whatever.
This must be the notebook the mayor dropped. Oh, there's something inside. A family photo? This girl looks familiar. Oh, she's the one who didn't look too happy during the mayor's speech.
That's
Oh, wait, were we supposed to notice?
She knows a lot about Pokemon.
Huh? Whoa, time out. You know her? Why am I just now learning this?
We should return this notebook to Mayor Myers. Mayor Myers, yes. Yeah, but first we've got to deal with the Corviknight. Let's go, Pikachu. Yeah, let's go, Pikachu. We gotta find the Corviknight. That's a Spearow. Hi, Spearow. Oh, the pit of. They've been knocked out. Oh, regular sight in Rhyme City's parks. Aw, poor pit of.
Oh.
That pit of unconscious? Don't touch it. Moving this Pokemon could injure it. Hey, you, big guy. What happened to pit of? Well, I'm lost. Nothing we've tried is working so far. Worked so far. Hey, can you even hear me? No. Pikachu, you should know this by now. It's been 2 years. 2 years. Bye, demon. Good night. Sleep dreams. Sweet dreams. Yes. Can you hear how healthy you? I can read, I promise. Fuck. I need to track down Corviknight and get this area evacuated, but I just can't leave this pit of here. Hey, what happened? Pikachu, calm down. We are where? We're getting some of that sweet, what's it called? It's on you to ask the big guy what went wrong. What went down? Excuse me, what happened here? Oh, you're that young detective. Yes, I'm Tim Goodman, and this is my partner Pikachu. Will Butler, Pokemon Protection Bureau, and this ought to know is with the police department's rescue squad. I don't know. I'll spare you the details right now. We need to help this pit of. All that wind Corviknight whipped up blew it around and knocked it out. Used a move to help pit of recover, but it still hasn't woken up. Oh, I don't know. Chief, no civilian injuries were reported. Copy that. Great work. Now I really should get back to leading the evacuation, but I just can't leave pit of here unconscious. You ought to clear out of here too, young detective. Mr. Butler, let me help you take care of this pit of. We'll find a way to wake it up. Yeah, let a couple of great detectives handle this. You? This is an emergency situation. One that requires my full attention. Maybe I should let you help. Alright, I'll leave waking up this pit of to you. I'm counting on you, young detective. Yes, sir. Let's go, Pikachu. Okay. Cool. Hey, why don't you talk to those pit of over there? Sure, let's give it a shot. Hold on a sec, Tim. Before we talk to these guys, there's something I need to tell you. Oh no, it's gonna be more... What is it? Cases don't just pop up when it's convenient for us. I don't gotta tell you that, right? Right. And it's been a good long while since our last case. Well, that's true. So let's hit pause and jog our memories on how we go about it. Man, sometimes it's like, damn, this is really just a kid's game. We'll do this one by the book, alright? If you say so. Tim, this is our first investigation in a long time. Unfortunately, Pidov's injuries are already healed. Unfortunately? Wait. Fortunately? I don't know what I read. All we gotta do is find a way to wake it up. Some might call it coincidence, but me, I call it an opportunity for a detective work tutorial. Perfect, right? I suppose. Let's refresh our memory and make sure we conduct a full investigation. Okay, got it. First, let's quickly go over how we investigate. I talk to the Pokemon, and I talk to the people. Together, the two of us will gather evidence and take testimonies from people and Pokemon and piece them all together to solve the case. Yep, that's how we do it. Exactly. Okay, this round of questioning, whatever. Sure thing, here I go. Hey, Pidove! Can I talk to you? I'm guessing you're pals with the unconscious Pidove. Mind if I ask you a couple questions? Cool. It says your friend's taking a nap and won't wake up. So it thinks the unconscious Pidove is just sleeping? You really love the smell of... Wait, huh? What's that got to do with anything? Nice strong aroma makes the sleepy times go away. That's what it says. You'll think that these Pidove would be more concerned about their unconscious friend instead of chirping about some smell. I'm gathering there's a certain aroma that Pidove are really into. Guess that's all we're gonna get. Maybe we should question some of the other Pidove around here. It would be like sleep powder, right? Maybe it is sleeping. You get stuck during an investigation and see the light bulb icon. You can press the left button to consult Pikachu and get a hint. I don't care. I will never. Why? I don't want help. And all I wanted to talk about was an aroma it likes. Yup. Nice strong aroma makes the sleepy times go away. That's all I could get out of it. Wait, what if it was talking about using some kind of scent? What if that scent could wake up its friend? That's it, Tim! Yeah. Going to find a scent like that. We're having trouble. If you're having trouble during an investigation, you can call me at any point. I can give you advice discreetly so no one else notices. Of course, you can also just mull things over on your own. If you get stuck, it might be a good idea to take a break or retrace your steps. That's important too. You can press the plus button during gameplay to open the sub menu. In this menu, you can save the game and change your game settings. You can press the ZL button during gameplay to reread recent conversation. Older conversations eventually disappear, so be careful not to forget what was said. Okay. Anyway, nice strong aroma. No. Detective. New Pokemon. Stares into the great beyond. Hello. That's Zatu. I can never tell what it's staring at or what it might be thinking. But that's the sort of Pokemon who's probably got all types of incredible knowledge. I don't know about that, but let's try asking if it knows anything about how to wake up the Pidove. Way ahead of you. Hey, Zatu! Can you hear me? Hey! Nope. Zatu's living life. Zatu does not want to be part of this conversation. Excuse an enchanting aroma. What are these bit of surrounding you for? That means their aromase might be able to help us wake up the unconscious Pidove. Good thinking, Pikachu. Let's ask if it's willing to help us. Could you help? It'll help us out if we can get these Pidove to stop following around. That's like the opposite of what we're trying to do here. I just hope they understand us. It's not the time to... Stop and smell their aromas. We're trying to help your friend. It's going to make lots of aromas over there. Yeah, over there, that way. Willing to help us out, right? It's happy to lend a hand now that we've got Pidove to move. Great, let's take this Pokemon back to the... I forget this Pokemon exists. Holy shit. Aroma! Woo!
All right. Glad that worked.
We did it. Look how normal Pikachu looks. It's kind of like a really strong perfume. Yeah. They really like perfume, I guess. That is a lot of Pidove. Oh, you're a huge help, thanks. And now I'm never gonna remember you ever again. I didn't even consider getting help from the other Pokemon in there. But yeah, come to think of it, the police officer was calling this big guy Chief. I wonder why. How about you ask him and find out? About you, Mr. Butler. Yes, I'm Will Butler, Chief of the PPD. PPD? We're an organization dedicated to protecting the Pokemon of Ryan City. The Pokemon Protection Bureau. Police. The Popo? Is this the Popo? A-Cab. A-Cab Pokemon. I don't fucking know. I can't believe a fiasco this big occurred on my watch. It's honestly an embarrassment. About the Brero. We were formed 2 years ago as a response to the infamous R incident. The case you two solved. Back then, Pokemon-related disturbances were happening all over the city. The human and Pokemon residents of Rhyme City were deeply affected by them. Mayor Myers was so shaken by what occurred, he took it upon himself to create the PPB, as a countermeasure. He wanted to make sure crimes involving Pokemon like the R incident would never happen again. That's why this organization exists. Isn't keeping the peace the police job, though? In the past few years, Rhyme City has seen a concerning rise in a number of reported incidents and accidents, and the police are struggling to handle so many incidents, including those involving Pokemon. By now, the police can protect the human population of Rhyme City, while the PPB protects the Pokemon. By dividing up the work, we can help keep everyone safe. Howard really is looking out for his Pokemon. Right. I was watching your investigation earlier and couldn't help but notice. Were you explaining things to Pikachu? Huh? I don't think Pikachu understands what you're telling him, though. Unless the two of you can. I'm not actually talking to him. It's more getting advice. No, that's not it. It's... Oh, I get it. You talk to the Pikachu to organize your thoughts. Interesting way to form your deductions, if you ask me. Yeah, that's definitely it. Why didn't he just tell people? Oh, this guy's back.
Come on, let's chase it down.
Sir.
Ah, yes. Lazily walk towards it, huh? The chief went after the Corviknight in this patrol car. Zigzag zap? Zigzag zap. Those are Pokemon cries. Sounds like they're coming from the direction the Corviknight flew in. Okay, cool, sick. Oh, hi. Hi, Milo. Do you need something? Mag? Why aren't we running away? Well, I gotta get my hat back from the Corviknight. Thanks for looking out for me. You stay safe. You stay safe too. You should evacuate, detective. That guy doesn't want to talk to me. This is a car. Hey, Zatsu, you want to actually say something? No? Okay, cool. You guys are having fun.
Oh!
Is that not Sinisty right there? Oh, it is an Executor. Hello, Executor. It's an Executor, guys. Nothing over there. Are these Applin? Oh, it is an Applin. Hi, little you're so cute. You're so tiny. About you, Applin. App. Go to sleep in a wooden crate and then you wake up and you're always somewhere new. And Applin gets away. Something suddenly shook it awake a moment ago. I bet it was that Corviknight. Same goes for these crates getting toppled over. I don't see the apple vendor. They must have evacuated the area. So the wooden crate shook, you got thrown out, and that's when you realized your friends were missing? You got separated and let's help find his friends. Good thinking. How many friends are there? 2? Cool. Lend a helping hand or 2. Should we investigate the falling apples? 4. This is an executor, guys.
This tree's an executor.
I'm so smart. I'm so smart. What's this doing here in Rhyme City? Who fucking knows? Why don't we ask and get some other questions in while we're at it? Can't investigate until it moves anyway. Don't step on us.
Hey.
Middleist head. Traveling around with the apple vendor. That explains why it's here in Rhyme City. Came flying through, and when you tried to dodge it, you bumped into the fruit stand. Have you seen a hat? Corviknight took mine. Guess I haven't too suddenly for you to tell. Oh well. Okay.
Hey.
Left head, we've got a favor hat. I love how like the words are actually in that order too. Apples scattered. Can you please scooch over a bit? Sure. Let me just move my big fat aloniness. It moved. Let's look at the scene. We're looking for 2 apples. Well, there's one right here. It's blinking at me. Hi, Applin. It's gotta take a whole lot of patience. Ramped up into quite a mess, didn't you? Friend's waiting for you. It's gonna be like this one, because I can't see it. Right? Or it's gonna be... Yeah, I think it's this one. Just because we can't see it. No, I can't even click on it. That's crazy. At this point, these apples are only good for making juice or jam. I'd still eat them, bruises and all. Why are you not are you eating an apple? I think he's eating an apple. Oh. Hello?
Huh?
Help. The hats! We have located the hats. We have located the hat, guys.
This was a real pain. Eh? Hey, get back here! The heck?
Hey, quit playing around.
Hey, I'm not playing at all! My hat keeps moving on its own!
That's ridiculous, Pikachu.
That's crazy. Oh. It's climbing!
See?
It's like a bug.
Told you so.
Executor.
Guess I've gotta go get it.
Guess so.
Well, Tim, lift me up.
Okay.
Go, Pikachu.
You alright? Don't hurt yourself.
Please, this'll be nothing.
Oh, I'm mashing a button. I didn't even notice. Oops. Good. I took way too long. Tell me it gets harder. Pikachu, get better at this. What the fuck's wrong with you? I didn't know there was gonna be quick time events. I probably should have known. Thank you.
Finally got you back.
Applin! Ow. That's unlucky. It's an Applin. I got a soda, guys. Are you okay? Fine and dandy. Nice catch, by the way. Alright, Applin okay? It really threw me for a loop. My hat. Don't worry, I've got it. At the end of the day, I'm just glad I didn't lose my hat.
Yeesh, that was a hassle. Now that's more like it.
Yeah, you look like yourself again.
Thanks, Tim. Harry gave me this hat to commemorate our partnership.
The awards ceremony will resume shortly. We ask that all participants please return to the venue at this time.
I guess we better hurry back.
That darn Corviknight. I'll let it off the hook just this once.
Great work. Thank you.
What do we do?
And you as well, Pikachu.
Yep.
I can't say it enough. Rhyme City owes you a debt of gratitude for your efforts. We strive for coexistence between people and Pokemon in our fair city. And you two are the ideal detective duo. On behalf of the city, I am pleased to present you with this medal.
Thank you, Mayor Myers. I'm honored.
It is Myers.
Of course, you get one too, Pikachu.
Yeah, I'm the great detective.
Pika Pika to you too, little hero. Both of you, keep up the great work.
Way to go, Tim! Congratulations, hon.
Is that Mother? Is that little sibling? Hello? Later that evening, at Tim's apartment.
Tim, I was so proud of you today.
It is Tim's mom.
You're amazing, Tim.
And Tim's little sister.
You think so?
Everyone knows all about the amazing work you two have done. There was the Eevee abduction case, the fossil steel.
I got abducted.
And the Rhine Tower
Abducted.
standoff case too. They even made a movie based on the R case.
Yeah, I thought that movie was pretty good, but how come Mom and me didn't even show up in it?
I have no idea, but movies usually do their own thing, don't they?
Yeah, I guess. Oh, by the way, I've been meaning to ask you something. This is Dad's
Was that a
Pikachu,
nod
right?
to the movie?
Yeah. He's my partner at the moment, though.
I see.
Whoa, whoa. What's with all the staring?
He saved your dad from trouble many times.
Wow!
Oh, Pikachu. The news is about to start. Maybe there's an update on that Corviknight.
Yeah.
The sister's a bad guy. The sister's a bad guy.
Right.
The sister's a bad guy, guys. We don't trust the sister in this house.
Well...
2 years ago. Oh, God.
Speaking of which...
Let's try not to ruin my throat. Tried a hi-hat cafe for breakfast. It's Pikachu's favorite spot. It's so close now that we've moved. I've been going there pretty much every morning. Maybe I should make some dinner for you tomorrow night then. It's been a while. You miss my cooking, don't you? Of course, thanks, Mom. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this breaking news. What's going on?
According to amateur footage we've received from a viewer, Pokemon appear to have caused an explosion. This explosion occurred in the mountain range northeast of Rhine City. This may be related to the recent uptick in incidents involving Pokemon. Rhine City Police and the newly established Pokemon Protection Bureau are investigating. Amelia Christie signing off.
Hey, Tim, did you catch that?
I hope that incident doesn't have anything to do with Dad.
Same here.
Mewtwo told me 2 years ago. Dad's alive, and we'll be able to find him as long as we don't give up.
Yeah, Mewtwo is still our only connection to finding Harry.
Whispering to Pikachu, are you? You're just like your father, talking to Pokemon like that.
Oh, really? It's been 2 years since the R incident. Since then, we've solved all kinds of cases. The mayor even gave us an award for it. I can still talk to Pikachu and understand him. If the two of us keep solving cases together, I'm sure we'll find my dad someday.
Is that like a prologue? Prelogue? Prequel? No. I think prologue. Prologue's before. Epilogue's after, right? Something like that. Rhyme City. Hey, it's a Whimsicott. Whimsicott. Fuck right now. Whimsicott.
Whoa,
That was close.
that's a lot of Whimsicott.
Sure is. They ride through on seasonal winds every year.
I hear they can be real pranksters.
If they get in a house they like, they scatter cotton everywhere.
Sounds like a pain to clean up.
Yep. The sweet smell of coffee is calling my name.
It's the perfect Pikachu bait.
Tim!
Rhyme City Police Investigator.
Inspector
Inspector.
Did you finally find my dad?
2 years later.
No, I'm here on a different case. We've received reports of a jewel theft. Could you lend me a hand with this one?
Of course.
The incident occurred at the dentist residence, the mansion down the street. Sorry, but Brad is waiting for me. I'll go ahead and meet up with you there.
So much for my coffee.
Rep the coffee. You can still get coffee. Wait a second, Tim. What for? There's no need to rush. Real top of the program. If you see this, you can press the button to chat. Sometimes Pikachu will try to get your attention, and a Pikachu icon will bounce, let you know he wants to talk. If you see this icon bent the bouncing, press the right button to hear Pikachu. Yeah, okay, cool.
Tim.
No.
Whoa! Tim. Look, I know we need to hurry, but would it really hurt if we relaxed a bit? For instance... Oh, here's a good idea. You could listen to some sage advice from a great detective like me. Okay.
You better join him. That's so random, to be honest.
Indeed.
My partner loves showing off his strengths, especially when he can test it against someone else. I thought I was so proud of his muscles. Around considers it his rival. Once they start going at it, it's hard to stop them. That's gonna be somewhere to go later. From the top. 1, 2. 1, 2. Comes the got. Come back. Oh. Dennis's residence. Expensive.
Well, 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 if it isn't the great detectives.
It's been a while, Brad. I suppose that means you are as well. You, private detectives, you love sticking your nose into every little thing. If Mr. Dennis hadn't requested you personally, I would be asking you to leave right now. That's rude. Do I remember this guy? No. There's no funny business. Sheesh, no wonder you two are partners. That's enough, Brad. We're going to be conducting this investigation together. This is the scene of the crime, correct? Yes, this expansion belongs to Sanjeev Dennis, a jeweler. Mr. Dennis is one of the wealthiest men in Rhyme City. Under normal circumstances, a civilian like yourself would never have the opportunity to meet him. Make sure you don't do anything to offend him. Oh, and don't get in the way of our investigation either. He's just got to get a dig in somewhere, doesn't he? Okay, Tim, come inside. Going inside. The missing jewel. Floor 1. Oh no, there's gonna be multiple floors. So much shit to go through. Aw, why is Growler so sad?
I see.
Alright, Mr. Dennis is waiting for you in the room to the right. Thanks, Inspector Holiday. I go left.
Man,
Harder to talk to.
Excuse me?
You know, it's a great detective to do that. You understand. I understand, I guess.
Oh, Tim, I've been waiting for you.
Oh, the puppy! Why is he so sad? My jeweler is my partner, Growlithe. I'm Detective Tim Goodman, and this is my partner, Pikachu. Sorry to jump right into it, but could you please tell us what you know about the incident?
Oh.
It was stolen while I was out of the house. It's called the Aurora Drop, and it's a very rare jewel indeed. What a mysterious name, magical even. The thief injured one of my staff members and made off with the jewel. Think feeling my staff member's injuries were minor, and yet is something sticking out to you as odd? Well, the police are treating my trusted butler as the prime suspect. They think the butler did it? Could you tell me a bit more about the stolen jewel? It looks like this. Most gemstones must first be cut and polished into beautiful gems, but the Aurora Drop is said to have naturally formed into this shape. The way it shines looks a bit like an aurora. Yes, that's precisely how it got its name. The Aurora Drop has been the subject of many a tale, but it has sought to be nothing more than fiction. Even among us jewelers, for the longest time, we called it the Jewel of Legend. Wow, he wasn't kidding when he called it precious. Guess it's no surprise that someone wanted to steal it. Definitely sounds valuable. Where were you displaying it? I kept it securely locked within a special reinforced cage inside my jewel storage room. There are locks on both the storage room door and the reinforced case. And yet, despite all of that security, it still got stolen. About your trusted butler. You mentioned that the police already have a suspect. Yes, they believe that the thief is my own trusted butler, Barnes. Why do you think that? Why do they think that? Because Barnes and I are the only people who can access the key to the storage room. What's keeping everyone else from getting to it? The key is always kept around Growlithe's neck. If anyone but Barnes or myself attempted to take it from her, Growlithe would start barking. My Growlithe is a very loyal Pokemon. She would never allow the key to be taken by a stranger. I don't see a key around Growlithe's neck right now. The police think Barnes took it. That would certainly make sense, assuming Barnes really is the culprit. Mr. Dennis, if possible, I would like to talk with Barnes. He's currently being questioned by the police. But you don't believe Barnes is the thief, is that correct? I've known Barnes since we were young. He's worked in this home for years and has always served us well. I'm certain that he would never steal from me. And I couldn't possibly imagine him hurting anyone. You're saying Barnes didn't do it and the real culprit is still at large. That's right. Someone else must have stolen the jewel. Please help me prove that Barnes is innocent. Ah, so that's why he called us here, to clear his butler's name. We'll talk to Barnes later. So finding an Aurora Drop and clearing Barnes of suspicion. Those are the two things you called us here to do. Could you please? You're the only ones I can count on. The job is to investigate the case and reveal the truth. We don't know if Barnes is truly innocent until we look more into this. Yeah, the police must have at least some reason to suspect him. That's more than acceptable. Acceptable. Thank you, Tim. Great, in that case, may I start investigating the scene of the crime? Of course, the jewel storage room is just upstairs. I know you won't let me down. Wait a second, Tim. There's something I want to try, starting with this case. Something you want to try? Yeah, a case notebook. The writers for Detective Journal swear by it. Detective Journal? What's the magazine you're always reading, right? That's the other. Yeah, that's the one. They researched the most efficient way for detectives to organize their case lists. The solution they come up with was a case notebook. Sounds intriguing. How does it work? I'm getting to that. First, open up your notebook. First, let's write in the notebook any burning questions that arise while we're investigating. We'll summarize this testimony and evidence that we've gathered during our investigation on the page below. After we collect enough testimonies and evidence, the begin deducing option will appear. When you select this, we can start deducing the answers to our questions. We don't have enough testimonies and evidence right now, but once we do, we'll be able to start deducing. I guess actually using the notebook is the best approach. So Tim, what do we have to do right now? We have to collect testimonies, evidence to figure out how the jewel was stolen. To do that, we first have to investigate the scene of the crime. That's right, let's go check out the jewel storage room. Can I talk to Growlithe? Is that, like, allowed? It's Dennis's partner. Sure doesn't look happy. Apparently she feels responsible no matter she's down. No wonder she's down. Maybe we should leave her alone for a while. Why? The hell? Like, she's probably the, like, first person to talk to. Pikachu, you're a mess, Furrow. Sure seems that way. In my position, I'm not at liberty to share all the information we've gathered. But if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. Thank you. Time of the incident. What was the situation in the mansion at the time of the incident? We're still looking into that. I'm sure you'll get more direct answers to anything to do with them. He's right. We should take this one step at a time and gather our own intel. Doesn't sound terribly convinced. Does anything strike you at all? Yes, actually. I can't think of a single motive for Barnes to steal that jewel. He doesn't appear to bear any ill will toward Dennis, and then he's in no trouble financially. That being said, we may uncover a motive in the course of our investigation, but for now, I can't say anything with certainty. It's an incredibly valuable jewel. It's not for just value, it's famous throughout the entire jewelry industry. Then there must be plenty of people who would like to get their hands on it. Could the jewel have been stolen by an intruder? Can't rule that out, that possibility, but based on current evidence, I'd say the likelihood of a burglary is low. Cool beans. We go upstairs. There's my pie.
Whoa!
Cotton? Cottony? Left exactly as it was in the time of the incident. Already filled me in. Please go right ahead. Thank you. That's a lot of cotton. What is it, Pikachu? I checked out the door, but there are no signs of forced entry. Then we can be fairly sure that the thief used the key to get in. According to Dennis, the room's where the wardrobe used to be. Let's take a closer look. What a beautiful jewel. It's clear and sparkly, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Green jewel. Let's start investigating. We might find a clue. Alright, don't let any details slip by you.
Let me see.
Where should we look first? This one. Let's figure out what this flower is. Feather. Maybe it's from a Pokemon that lives in a mansion. So let's look into that later. Okay. There's some cotton left on the ground. It looks really fluffy and soft. Yes. Fluffy and soft. With a blade? The case is still locked. I wonder who has the key then. Who has the key? Firmly fixed to the floor. Yes, moving the base doesn't even look possible.
Hey, Tim. Quit looking at my tail and start investigating anything that looks suspicious.
I wasn't looking at your tail, Pikachu. Siphoning was taken one seriously sharp blade. I doubt a human could pull that off. Covered everything. Any spots you want to check?
Okay, let's start deducing.
Start deducing. Already? For real?
Okay.
Figured out how the culprit stole by now. Begin deducing in the case. Are you sure? Are you sure?
Okay.
How was the jewel stolen? We have a few possible theories, which you think is right. Cut open the case and stole the jewel. The corporate somehow cut open the case to steal the jewel. One haven't actually stolen the jewel yet. Company have taken the jewel out of the storage room. Instead, they have hidden it among the cotton, whatever. They have used the key to unlock the case and stole. No, it was this one.
Okay.
But could it at least be a little harder? From what we've seen of the crime scene, we can tell that the jewel case was sliced open. After that, the order drop was removed from the case and taken away. Right, and we saw that the jewel case was still locked, which supports that claim. We still need to investigate more to determine how the case was sliced open. But at least now we know that the thief got their hands on the jewel. Yeah, we've made our first step forward, huh?
Okay.
Thanks, I guess. I'll start deducing. Feel free to start deducing whenever you feel like it. You know how the crime was carried out. We can be certain that the culprit sliced open the case and took the jewel from inside. But there's one thing that's strange. Oh yeah? What's strange about the way the crime was committed? Storage room was stored in this room. The glass was cut, but the door wasn't.
Oh.
Right, so that means the thief only had one of the keys, the one to the storage room. They didn't have the key to the jewel case. According to Mr. Dennis, only he and Barnes can access the jewel storage room. I understand why the police suspect Barnes, but I'm not too sure. Obviously, it'd be best if we could talk to Barnes ourselves, but he's still being questioned. We need to ask Mr. Dennis about the lock on the jewel case. Right, after we wrap up here, let's go ask him. Mr. Dennis, sorry, I couldn't have you discovered anything? It does appear that the culprit used the storage room key to gain entry. We believe that they cut open the jewel case and took the order out. Is that so? I suppose that doesn't help Barnes much, since he has access to the key. I have a question for you. Who has the key to the jewel case? I have right here. I always carry the key to the jewel case on my person. I've known Barnes a very long time, but I still won't give him this key. The security on the jewel case is my personal responsibility. Got it. So both Barnes and Dennis can access the key to the jewel storage room, but only Mr. Dennis has access to the key to the jewel case itself. That's valuable information, Mr. Dennis. Thank you. Really, I thought I might be getting in the way, but I'm glad to hear I could help. The job is meant to become a symbol of revival for Rhyme City. Anyway, I'm counting on you, Tim. Yeah. A symbol of revival. Let's ask Dennis about that later. But they had the key to get into the storage room. The only people who have access to that key are Dennis and Barnes, so it makes sense that the police would suspect Barnes. The key hadn't been used to unlock the storage room. Barnes wouldn't be under suspicion in the first place. Why would he do that, knowing people would suspect him? He didn't think that far ahead. In any case, based on what we found at the scene of the crime, we can't be certain of anything just yet. We need to talk to Barnes and the other people in the mansion and hear what they have to say. Not just the people, the Pokemon too. I'll interpret for you when we talk to them. I'm counting on you, Pikachu. Okay, now that we've got the next steps figured out, let's start interviewing people right away. On the floor by the window. What bird is this?
Oh!
Maybe a bird. Pokemon got in or out through here. Think it's anything to do with the case? Look at this. Starker ninja. Right. Other 6 are lighter shade of blue. Something about this is nagging me. Currently being searched.
Hello there, Detective Tim. Oh, I mean, Detective Goodman?
Newest staff member of the Dennis resident. Wait, are you the detective, right? That's what Mr. Dennis said, at least. The name's... Wait, that's not proper enough, sorry. My name is Larry Turner, and I'm a member of the house staff. House staff, huh? Seems in over... If you need anything, just let me know. I mean, please informally. If really, you don't have to be so formal with us. Thanks, that's a huge relief. I got this job a while ago, but I'm still not used to talking all fancy. Was that... Uh-oh, is that a problem? Well, it's a good thing for me that Barnes deals with all the important guests. My main duties are taking care of the Pokemon, managing the house, and groundskeeping. And I can handle all that, no problem. I don't know, this guy isn't exactly filling me with confidence in his ability to do this job. You wanted to ask about what happened, right? I mean, I already told the police everything I know. I'm really sorry for taking up more of your time. Oh, sorry, that's not what I meant. I'm not complaining or anything. It's just that I don't remember what happened very well. Something attacked me out of nowhere, and I blacked out. Something attacked him, so not the thief, huh? Can you please tell me more about that? Sure, no problem. Right, so where to start? I was just doing my job like normal today. I made food for the Pokemon, did some cleaning around the mansion, that sort of thing. I think I was tidying the garden when it happened. I saw Ducklet fly out of a second-story window. As I recall, I wondered where she was going. I mean, usually Ducklet just walks out the front door. It seemed weird to me, so I went upstairs to see what was going on. That's when I saw that the door to the storage room was wide open. As if that wasn't shocking enough, the moment I went to look inside, suddenly I got punched by a Pokemon. Next thing I knew, I was laying on the sofa with someone treating my wounds. Pokemon punched you? Yeah, I feel like I saw a glimpse of a small red figure for just a moment. Based on the size, it couldn't have been human, so I'm guessing it was a Pokemon. A red Pokemon. Do you know what kind it was? I'm not sure. It all happened so fast. I see. I'm so worried. I'm so sorry that happened to you. But I'm glad you weren't seriously hurt. That's what the doctor said, too. No Pokemon would want to steal the reward or drop. It's possible that the culprit ordered their partner Pokemon to swipe the jewel and punch out Turner. So Tim, now that you've heard Turner's story, what do you think? You need to find the ducklet that flew out the window and that red Pokemon too. Yep, you got it.
Excuse me?
Brought the Pokemon along, was probably nearby. Unfortunately, that's all I saw. I see. Can you think of any other details that might give us a clue about the culprit? Nothing in particular coming to mind. Such a nice person. I never heard of anyone holding a grudge against him. And I was really surprised to hear that Barnes is a suspect. You don't think Barnes is responsible? I guess the police must have some reason to suspect him, but honestly, I just can't believe it. Barnes is still showing me the ropes around here. He's a great co-worker with tons of experience. I mean, if you'd known Barnes before all this, you could never even imagine him being a thief.
Excuse me?
I've never even seen the thing. It's been shut up in that storage room ever since it was brought to the house. Of course, I know it's valuable and all. I assume that's what's been causing all the arguments between Mr. and Mrs. Dennis lately. What sort of arguments? In case you haven't heard, Mr. Dennis says he's going to donate the order drop. Seems like Mrs. Dennis is against that plan. They've been fighting about it almost nightly. Every night? It must be a point of contention. I guess Mrs. Dennis just doesn't want to give us such a valuable jewel. So the orders drop's been driving a wedge between wife and husband, eh? Yeah, that's crazy.
Yes? You certainly don't look like you're with the police. State your business.
I don't like you already. Husband, that must mean you're... Sorry to bother you, but do you mind if we ask you some questions? I do mind, actually. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. This case has already been solved. What do you mean? Police said that Barnes is behind all this, so the matter is settled. We've heard that he's under suspicion, yes, but we can't be certain it was Barnes who committed the crime. You sound just like my husband. But nothing you say will change the fact that Barnes is the culprit. Barnes' partner, Ducklet, was up to no good. I saw it with my own eyes. Did you witness the crime? Barnes' partner, Ducklet, was involved in the crime. You look as though you don't believe me.
Excuse me?
Well, I didn't exactly see it clearly, huh? But I did witness some irrefutable? Common incident, I was enjoying a cup of tea in my room on the second floor, but just then I noticed a bird flying outside the window. A bird Pokemon? Yes, I clearly saw a blue bird Pokemon. It had to have been Ducklet. We did find some blue feathers near the window and in the storage room. So those were Ducklets? In hindsight, she was obviously stealing the jewel. I also heard a faint sound just before that, like something metallic. Metallic sound? Do you know what could have made that sound? No, I don't. But the storage room was ransacked, wasn't it? I suppose she must have broken something in the act. And I've heard it confirmed that Ducklet's feathers were found in the room. Isn't that proof enough that Barnes is the culprit? She's pretty darn convinced of her own theory. Pretty flimsy if you ask me. Hurry up and find whoever it is. And get that jewel back. Isn't that what my husband hired you for?
Excuse me?
Confident that Barnes is innocent. Ah, yes, I'm sure he is. He's always been so trusting. I told Barnes. What do you mean by that? Whenever my husband and I have a disagreement, Barnes inevitably sides with Sanjeev, even though I'm sure he believes he's being impartial. That lack of self-awareness is yet another one of his many flaws. I'm not a big fan. Do you think that's why he's so sure that he's the thief?
Excuse me?
She dotes on him tirelessly and is always by his side. Be involved in the crime would be... She'd certainly be capable of taking off with a jeweler. Well, whether or not Ducklet stole the jewel, the one thing that seems certain is that she really loves Barnes.
Yes?
Can you even comprehend just how valuable it is, huh? I knew it. Just look at those blank expressions. Hey, my face always looks like this. As it is, I'm not even sure my husband understands the true value of that jewel. After getting his hands on something so precious, why would he want to donate to Rhyme City? So you're against donating a drop? Of course I am. Treasures like that aren't meant to be paraded about for the general public. This should be preserved for quiet observation by a select few. Hard to imagine her quietly doing anything. Mansion gossip. Oh, it's Clefable. What gives? No need to be so rude. What's wrong? Seems like she's real suspicious of us. Maybe she's feeling sensitive after the incident. A few years ago, during the R incidents, my jewel shop suffered considerable damage. Wait, you were a victim of the R incident? Yes, some Pokemon who'd been exposed to R went berserk. The rampage destroyed my shop to say nothing of the damage done to my jewels and other things. By that time, I already had the drop. I kept it stored safely in the shop. So the drop, it was damaged too? No, as a matter of fact, it wasn't. Of all the jewels in my shop, the Aurora Drop was the one thing that remained unscathed. In fact, debris fell so perfectly around the Aurora Drop that you might believe it was being protected. That's incredible. I guess there's some magic left in the world after all. Ever since then, the Aurora Drop became known as the jewel that survived the R incident. People started visiting my shop just to see it. And thanks to all that attention, my business was able to get back on its feet. Sounds like a valuable jewel in more ways than one. What made you decide to bring it back to your mansion instead of keeping it at your shop? I've decided to donate it to Rhyme City. The Aurora Drop? Why donate something so precious to you? It's not just precious to me, and that's exactly why I decided to donate it. Mayor Myers has done his part in improving our city by declaring the start of Pokemon Friendship League. I thought it was about time I did mine. So I donated the jewel that survived the R incident as a symbol of Rhyme City's revival. I'm impressed. That's a wonderful gesture. I'm glad you think so. Not everyone's so pleased about it. Forget I said anything. I shouldn't burden you with concern over such personal matters. For now, I'm counting on you to find the Aurora Drop as quickly as possible. Understood. We'll do everything we can. Now then, Mr. Barnes will thank you not to leave the mansion until further notice. Understood. Sounds like the police finished questioning Barnes. Let's go talk to him. Yeah! Butler of the Dennis residence. Sorry, how did it come to this? Why are the police so suspicious of me? Excuse me, are you Mr. Barnes? Who might you be? I'm Detective Tim Goodman. Mr. Dennis has hired me to investigate the crime that occurred here. That's so. My apologies. I'm Brandon Barnes. I work here at the Dennis residence as a butler. Some questions? I realize you must be tired since you were just questioned by the police. Please don't worry about that. If you've been hired by Mr. Dennis, then it is my duty to give you my full cooperation. Thank you. What would you like me to speak about first?
Yes.
I was away when the incident occurred. It wasn't until after I'd finished my errand and entered the house that I realized something was amiss. I heard Turner cry out from the second floor. When I rushed upstairs, I found him collapsed on the floor in front of the jewel storage room. That means Barnes was the first witness to arrive at the scene of the crime. Did you see the thief or their partner Pokemon? No, nothing like that. Wait, if Barnes ran up the stairs, you'd think he would have ran straight into the thief. If he didn't see anyone, could they have escaped from the second floor? Did you check the storage room? Yes, the door was already open, and when I looked inside, I saw that the Aurora Drop was gone. I then contacted Mr. Dennis and the police right away. Is there anyone who can corroborate your whereabouts at that time. Unfortunately not. It was only afterward Dennis came out of her room to see what the commotion was. And the only others in the house at the time were Growlithe and Playable. Naturally, no one can take witness statements from Pokemon, so I'm afraid I have no alibi. That's where we come in. The Pokemon that live in this mansion might know something. Any idea? Not a clue. Dennis and I are the only ones who really use the key to the storage room. So I imagine it would be difficult for anyone else to take it with her. I suppose it's no great wonder that the police suspect me given the circumstances, but I would never do something so senseless. At least this confirms that only two have access to the key.
Yes.
Is my dear partner. Just look at this photo. That's Ducklet with you there? Yes, isn't she adorable? Just look at her feathers. Simply beautiful. But that's not all. She's also incredibly clever and even helps me out with all my work. Excuse me, I'm terribly sorry. I tend to get a bit carried away when I speak about Ducklet. What does she do? She runs errands for me, such as buying coffee beans from a local cafe. Coffee! Shopping there by herself. Guess who shouldn't be surprised that Rhyme City's Elise has such refined taste. In fact, she has not returned. Could she have wandered off somewhere? You have any idea where Ducklet might be? Unfortunately, no. Feathers found at the scene are Douglas, right? Yes, no question about it. But I haven't the faintest idea why Ducklet's feathers would be there. Just the thought of her getting caught up in a crime somehow. I'm so worried I can hardly think straight. Worked tirelessly to acquire it in the first place. He might even say, wish nothing but swift retribution on the thief who stole it. Very passionate guy.
Well...
Yes, let's go talk.
Tim.
I don't wanna. Doesn't change the fact that Barnes is still a suspect. Could we ask you some questions about Barnes?
Excuse me?
Are the Mr. Barnes and Mr. Dennis stage all of this, which leaves not only that, but there were Dusklet feathers. Used the key to get inside, then had Ducklet fly off with the jewels. That's my working theory. Duly noted. Definitive proof you'll see. Counting on our investigation. Suit yourself. Following any leads? Of course we are. We've already collected statements from every last person in the house. Do you mind if I ask what your impression of each of them was? Impetuous. These are big words, game. Told us a lot about everything that happened until he lost consciousness. I suppose that's all I can say for now. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. We gotta go talk to the Pokemon. No.
Tim.
Get in the way, yada yada.
Seems like the residents of this mansion drink coffee frequently. I can tell by the aroma.
I'm gonna bug you when you're already feeling down, but would it be alright if we ask some questions? We're here to catch the thief, and we need your help to do that. You're willing to talk to us if we help. Sanji, thanks. Sanji? I tell. Anyway, Growlithe, can we start with the questions? I know the key. That's why you feel extra responsible for what happened. You got a really sense of responsibility. Don't worry, the two of us are gonna craft this cake.
Wow.
Case! Ah! You don't know because you were napping? Your breakfast was so tasty that you ate too much and made you sleepy. Been there, believe me. What are you even talking about? You woke up when Barnes got home? That would have been right before all the commotion happened. And when you woke up, your precious key was gone? Yeah, I can tell you're upset. You'll do whatever it takes to help us catch the thief. Thanks, we'll come back about Barnes. Really does seem to trust Barnes. Growlithe likes Barnes too. Judging from what Growlithe says, it's hard to think Barnes is a likely suspect. Let's go talk. Because Fable! You got it all wrong. We're not here to steal anything. We're actually great detectives. Please, can you answer some questions? Now help us out. You can tell us things. We're worried something bad.
Hey.
No job unless you count spending time with Claudia. Isn't it tough hanging out with someone so prickly? That's not a bad person, you say. Sorry, didn't mean to be insulting. Always arguing with someone or the other, but then it's just you and her together. She starts to regret the whole thing. I didn't know your job is to cheer her up when she gets into arguments. Wow, you're actually pretty amazing. Or pretty nice. Huh. Anything strange happened today? Got real sleepy while playing in the mansion this morning. Dozed off. That's too bad. Claudia tries not to do much with him. Doesn't think Barnes is a bad person. Everyone knows she'll help Turner when she got hurt. I was zoning off near the front door this morning. When Barnes got home from doing stuff outside, she woke up and greeted him at the door. Then Fable and Barnes heard Turner cry out on the second floor, so they both went running upstairs. That's when, to their surprise, they found Turner on the floor. That means Barnes was still on the first floor.
Okay, let's start deducing.
Start deducing.
Okay.
Alright, we've got some useful information. Let's stop for a moment and get our thoughts together. Based on everything we heard, is there anything that suggests Barnes is innocent? Let's review the information we gathered and see what we came up with. By Trey. This one.
Okay.
Because she woke up exactly at the same time. Definitely became aware of the crime after that. Doesn't that mean couldn't be the culprit? Was attacked on the first floor. That would have made it difficult for Barnes to steal the jewel. I'm not sure we could prove Barnes' innocence alone on that. We can't exactly disclose if that testimony came from a Pokemon. No one would believe us. It looks like we're going to need more other evidence to prove his innocence. He has an alibi, folks. Then we're gonna need some other kind of evidence to prove his innocence. Where should we look out for? Nothing immediately comes to mind. Let's try somewhere unexpected. To get close to the truth of this case, we've got no choice but to find the Pokemon that the witnesses saw. Witnesses reported seeing a red Pokemon and Ducklet. I wonder if the Pokemon that cut open the jewel case is the culprit's partner. Makes sense to think that, but no such human has seen. Having said that, though, we might learn something if we can find the red Pokemon. Head in the city, get some leads on the red Pokemon. I'm sure we'll be able to figure out what Pokemon it actually is. At this point, it seems pretty unlikely that Barnes is the culprit, but then why did Ducklet leave the second floor window? Seems unlikely, it has nothing to do with the... Obviously, finding Ducklet would be the quickest way to confirm that. Good call, let's head into the city and look for her. Damn. There's a lot. Should we go after Ducklet or search for the rope? I'm sure. Why don't we try following Ducklet? I think we have a better lead to go on that than the red Pokemon. Did hear we're supposed to buy. So we start at the cafe. Scorpions. Well, I don't know how long we've actually been streaming. An hour and 30. Yeah, that's about it. I am going to save. Okay, that's an autosave. Oh, okay, there's autosave. I'm gonna call that a very successful end to stream. For those of you that stuck around to hang out, I appreciate it. We will not be raiding, mostly because I am quite tired. But I appreciate you guys coming in, chilling, vibing, hanging out. And I hope you guys have a good night. Alright? Peace out. Ciao!